Hi, I'm Chelsea Hewsome, your host of the Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and mom of two. And I'm so tired of women not feeling like they can show up as fully expressed versions of themselves. So here, we're all about that unapologetically, because honestly, we don't have time not to. Literally, because we're busy as F moms and entrepreneurs, but also figuratively, because we don't know how much time we have on this planet, and we want to make an impact now. But if we're doing this, we're making it real vibes only. So let's get inspired, laugh our asses off, quite possibly cry, and feel like you're sitting on the couch with your bestie and a glass of wine. I'm so happy you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Hewsome. So glad you are here. Wow, guys, it's August. What in the actual hell has happened? Where is the year gone? I don't even know. I feel like I was just taking down my Christmas stuff. Like, this is always me. My husband is now pissed at me because I'm like, it's always Christmas. And then it's Christmas again. And he's like, you're right. It's true. Like, how is it August? How is the year over, half over? Like, what has happened? And where did summer go? Anyone else? Like, we blinked and then I'm like, and the kids go back to school tomorrow. So yeah, it's very, very weird to me. I just don't even know. It's like, I feel like it's a blur. I feel like I didn't do anything, but then I did stuff. So it's like, I don't even know. I don't even know what happened. Gosh, summer, we spent a ton of time in Nebraska in our barndominium that we built. Finally we get, we have like everything working, and there's just like, we're 99% done. There's just tiny, tiny little things, more cosmetic than anything, to work on. But really, like, we have plumbing and heat and electric and AC and water and everything. So we're actually have been able to enjoy it this summer, which has been really, really amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, I have had like a plethora of you've seen me post Tom the turkey, who is a turkey that comes to our patio and he talks to me, which I talk back because I have mental issues, guys. We all know this. Hold on, I need to drink a coffee. Anyway, so I haven't seen Tom in a while, but I had a mountain lion in Nebraska on my camera, which was pretty creepy. I've had birds, I've had bunnies, I've had like a little jackrabbit, a raccoon, and then we also had a turtle the other day, this tiny little baby turtle. And I was like, where did you come from, dude? So that's always fun to see what kind of random animals I have on my patio in Nebraska. But loving that house, like it's weird to me to have, like, I'm very, very blessed. I'm going to say that, to have two homes, number one, but it's like weird to have like, one in Colorado, we love it. We have a big backyard. We love it. And then we go to Nebraska and you can love something just as much, totally in a different way. And it's such a quiet pace of life. So we have really, really enjoyed that. And my kids are out. We have 3 acres there. They're out riding their dirt bike, the 4-wheeler, playing basketball, just shooting their BB guns, all that stuff. So they're loving that. And it's just a good quiet getaway. So we've spent a lot of time there, hosted some friends and family now, definitely had game night. We have this huge kitchen table, and have played a lot of games and stuff, which was literally like our goal for that, without what we were like envisioning. We also went to South Dakota to the Black Hills, which we go to every year. I grew up going there, my whole childhood. So it's just always fun to take my boys back and, do the stuff. This year we did a few new things. We went to Evans Plunge, which is a natural hot springs in Hot Springs, South Dakota. That was fun. And then we rented a boat. The boys caught insane amounts of fish. What else? We went to our favorite steakhouse, Alpine Inn, which is like the most delicious filet you'll ever eat anywhere, for like a 9-ounce filet for like $20 or maybe $19. It's crazy. Wandered around, shopped, went to the winery, went to the rock shop. I, of course, bought more crystals that are sprinkled all over my office and house. So just fun times, with my mom and Gary, my stepdad. And, what else? We got a new boat. So my husband, this is my husband. He will text me to be like, hey, can we afford this? I was going to get a Jimmy John sandwich. Can I afford it? Can we afford it? I'm like, yeah, babe. It's like $10 to $12. I don't know. But then so he's like terrified to actually like spend a very small amount of money, but the man will freaking spend massive amounts of money on like boats, campers, trucks, toys, blah, 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 like without batting an eye. I'm like, really wish this was switched, babe. So we've had a boat. He and I have actually gone through, I think we were on 3 boats together. And now we're on our 4th, but and it was a great boat. I kept coming into my office with a tab open with like all these really expensive newer boats. And I'm like, for the love of God, like stop, we have a boat. Move on, dude. And then finally he was like, yeah, you're right. Let's just put some money into the current boat we have because I'll add what I want to make it like a surf boat and it'll create, waves and stuff. Let's just do that. That's smarter financially. And then he found another boat and he's like, hey boys, I think I took advantage of mommy a little bit because she's sad. Like our dog had just died and he's like, she's sad. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Just, yeah, let's buy the boat. I'm so sick of you asking me. Like, I don't give a shit. Buy it. So you just shut up about it. And you stop harassing me, whatever. So we bought a new boat. Daddy got what he wanted. And he keeps trying to say, oh, well, when we wanted this boat, I'm like, meh, I was fine with the last one. This is for you. This was yours. I did not push for this in any way, whatever. But so we had 2 boats for a while in Nebraska. We finally sold the old one. It went off on its way with a family with 10 children from Utah. And they had 6 kids and they adopted 4 and they were all these cute little kids and they're so excited. So I'm like, go off to your next family, make memories. It'll be great. So yeah, we've been doing the new boat, in Lake McConaughey in Nebraska. Well, Colorado too, everywhere I think is major drought. Like we've had no snow. So all the lakes are really, really low. And so like in Nebraska anyway, because it's really sandy and it's deep sand, we pay a tractor to launch and unlaunch our boat. And we just like constantly are watching people getting stuck, around, with campers and jet skis and boats and trucks because they think they can drive in this sand, which they can't. So yeah, we've weirdly, and it's like hillbilly shit, which I kind of love, but we're paying someone to launch our boat with a tractor in Nebraska. Let's see what else. I hired an assistant, Stephanie. She's already fantastic. We've trained 2 weeks and I'm already like, oh my God, this is like, I can maybe soon just breathe and it's going to be amazing. I had looked at my keynote speaking schedule for October and I was like, oh my God, I'm in like 2 weeks. I have a keynote in Vail, Boise, Vegas, and then Denver. So I was like, oh, maybe you should get some help. So I'm really excited about that. Like I had an assistant years ago and then she, it was going fine. And then she it just wasn't working out for her anymore, which is totally fine. So then I just took everything over and was like, cause I can do this stuff in my sleep. But then at some point, like I shouldn't be doing everything. So, if I'm a true CEO, like you have to delegate and like pass stuff off. I shouldn't be sending invoices at 9 p.m. and then running to bed because that just sucks. So I'm very excited about that, going into the school year and maybe having some more time to just, be creative and like work on my keynotes and practice my keynotes and all the stuff. And she's also going to she's helping with construction stuff and also with speaking. So she's kind of helping me research events, pitch myself to speak, all this stuff. So I'm excited. I think it'll be really good. And then Wyatt, my younger son, he has dyslexia. I had put him in a school that's like a half hour away each way. So I was spending an hour and a half to 2 hours a day driving in horrific Denver traffic. If you live here, I-25 is like the bane of my freaking existence. I hate it with every ounce of my body. And every time I get on it, there's like 2 to 5 crashes. People drive like freaking idiots. They're like almost running you off the road or hitting you. It's just psychotic. So I was spending 1.5 to 2 hours a day, up and back to take him, which I will do. Obviously, we will do anything for our children. And he needed it. But now he's reading really well. And I was like, well, first of all, it's really difficult to like coordinate when I'm traveling or something, somebody to pick him up and take him there because it's so far away. But then I was like, well, in next year, so right now middle school in our town is 7th and 8th grade. Next year it'll become, they're taking 6th grade away from the elementary schools and they're moving it to middle school. So middle will be 6th, 7th, 8th. So I'm like, well, in 2 years he'll be in middle school. And I was like, I really want him to meet some friends at that will go to middle school with him and high school. So I was like, you know what? And they have a really good special education program. We actually went and met them yesterday. And his teacher's super nice. Everybody's super nice. Like, so it's close. He can ride his scooter. He's excited about that. And his cousin goes there and some neighborhood friends. So I think it will be very good. It will be good for him. It will be good for me. I'm excited to not be driving 2 hours a day and have an assistant also. So like, I feel like as other people tell me, I quote, do too much, but I do a lot, right? But I do a lot that I'm passionate about. It's not like I just quote have to do it, but I don't feel like I always have enough time to be creative or work in that space as I want to. So I'm really excited for that. And who knows what will come of that. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I'm feeling excited and expansive stepping into August. I feel like I've put some things in place that will free up some time, allow me to breathe a little bit, allow me to rest a little more. And, just at some point, like I live a beautiful life. Like I absolutely love my life. I travel, I live my life. I do whatever the heck I want. Right. But at some point you need to like put the people and things in place to help you do that even more. Because it can be a lot sometimes. And I always say like too, a lot of the stuff I do, like the podcast, as if you're a regular listener, sometimes I just don't put one out that week because it is what it is. Like I'm like, life's life and I'm freaking busy. I can't, my kids and husband are like around and they won't like, it's just hard to get anything done with these people. I love you all, but my God. So it's just, I've been slacking on recording podcasts and doing things like that because they've been all home and I've just been overwhelmed and busy. So I'm excited to step into the late summer, early fall. My son is playing, Owen is playing football again. So that's exciting. I love watching him play. And then we'll go to hockey and basketball in the winter and all that stuff, which let's not get there yet. But yeah, I'm excited to get these kids back to school. Life's good. I am, when I look around, it's like some days I get overwhelmed, but then I'm like, geez, you asked for all this. Like these are blessings, chill out, like breathe, figure it out, figure your shit out. So I'm very grateful. Life is busy. I have friends that are like, how are you doing? And when people say, oh, I'm good, I'm just busy. They're like, please don't say that. It's like life is full with blessings. So we'll say that. It's very true. But yeah, I am going into, quite a few keynotes in October. Like I had mentioned, I got a lot going on. I have one big one in, November in Denver. And then I have some holds for like next year, potentially for January, May, a couple for May, maybe some other ones. But I recently just finished kind of revising my keynote. I worked with Erin King. If you know her, if you don't know her, follow her. She's freaking awesome. But she is a really amazing keynote speaker who speaks about energy, and her vibe is just freaking awesome. I just love this woman. And the shit that comes out of her mouth, I just laugh. She's so smart and just cool and just normal. And like the shit she says, I just love. She has no filter. But I worked with her and I went to Park City, Utah in May, worked with her. And I actually literally yesterday just finished kind of revising my keynote. I'm speaking on my main keynote. I'm speaking on a lot of the same things about leadership and all of that. But I kind of tightened up the verbiage and the title and the packaging of it. Instead of having like 5 things I talk about, kind of 5 pillars, I pulled it into 3. And so I really feel like it's super strong right now. So I literally this week finished revising that. I'm finishing today the slides. and because I have a lot of keynotes coming up for that. So that's exciting. Like I felt like, oh my God, I'm redoing this again. Like I've spent so much time and money and worked with so many people, but I'm not revising it anymore. I feel like it's solid. It's gone through like 5 iterations and I feel good about it. So, just working on that kind of stuff. And then, okay, let's pitch the shit on myself. Like, let's even, like, I already have stuff booked, but like, let's really go. So yeah, life's good. It's as you guys know, like there's always the crazy where life starts lifing and shit comes your way. But when it's just good and you can breathe a little bit, I really try to just take it in and be like, okay, take it in, like enjoy it right now, because life's not, we know like life just always will throw things at us. But like when we're just can take a breath and breathe and enjoy it, do it. So I hope you're all having a great summer. If whether your kids are going to school tomorrow or later in the month or whatever, I know there's a lot like of different school schedules, but hopefully you're fitting in some last minute stuff with them and having fun. And yeah, get these kids back to school because we can't get shit done when they're at home. We know this. We love them. We do. But like, go to school, kids. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes. I'll see you next time.
If you loved the episode, share it on Instagram and tag me so I can say thank you and meet you. Or share it with a girlfriend who you know would love this too. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes. See you next time on Lip Service and Lashes.